All right, folks, we're going to go ahead and get started. Welcome to our Thursday evening broadcast about our company, ACN. My name is Doug Kolker. As I mentioned, I'm a Regional Vice President with ACN. I want to give you a little background on myself before we get started this evening. And just to let you know, a couple housekeeping items will be done by 6:25. So in its entirety, you'll see our business in 25 minutes, over the next 25 minutes. So I will be covering a lot of information in a relative short window of time, which is why I recommend grabbing a pen and a pad of paper just to write down some notes and questions that you might have. I'd be very happy to get on the phone on some three-way calls for those of you that are very interested in learning more after this webcast with whoever, along with whoever invited you on this evening. So a little background on myself. I've been full-time with ACN now for 5 years. It is my primary source of income. Prior to ACN, I was with GE Capital for the better part of 16 years, almost 17 years. I was with one company my entire career in the mortgage banking industry. My primary focus there was in correspondent lending. I was dealing with banks all over the country, portfolioing loans, and it was quite a great career for many, many years that provided for my family. And as I segue into ACN, the one thing that I noticed that was missing in my life all of those years wasn't necessarily the income, because income was great my entire career there. But what was missing was quite frankly the time freedom. And as the story goes, my 4 beautiful daughters and my wife had quite a bit of time to enjoy life, whereas I found myself in a cubicle looking at the same 3 walls day after day after day. Early morning to late in the evening, and I knew there had to be a better way to go through life to try to bring time and money together. ACN is the vehicle that I found to do it in and to do it with, and just feel very blessed to be a part of this company at this particular time in history. We all know what's going on with the economy right now. It's been the toughest economy that I've ever seen. I'm 45 years old. I've never seen an economy like this before, and I'm sure most of you or all of you on this webcast this evening would agree that there's a lot of folks out there that are suffering, and we really do have an opportunity to bring some light into people's lives. ACN is designed to be part-time. We can help people and assist them in building a supplemental income, whether it's $500 or $1,000 or a couple $1,000s a month extra outside of what they're doing, or those of you that have bigger vision, the work ethic, and the desire to create a more substantial income, such as I did when I got into this. Even though I was working 80 hours a week at GE, doing this on the side in the beginning, I was able to generate some pretty serious income, well above $5,000 and $10,000 a month in ACN, with inside of 6 months of doing this business, part-time in the beginning, as I mentioned. Without further ado, let's go ahead and move into the information. You're looking at our first slide right now, which is Donald Trump's Celebrity Apprentice, and the reason you're seeing this is because we've been featured on his television show. There's been 2 two-hour specials done about our company in the last few years. I happen to be able to participate in the first one in 2009 as one of the judges back in New York, where our company was featured. Those are the 4 co-founders you're looking at on this screen. Mike and Tony on the left as you're looking at your computer screen. Those are 2 of our co-founders, identical twins, great guys. Next to Mike there is Greg Provenzano, our president and CEO, and to the far right, Robert Stefanowski, who is the other 4th co-founder. They've been running the company since 1993, 20 years, and they are planning to run it for another 20. I know these 4 gentlemen very, very well. They're incredible businessmen, integrity and character at a level in business that I haven't experienced before. So again, feel super fortunate to be just a part of this company. Now, what I'll do here is start running through the information. We started back, I mentioned, in 1993, during just after the deregulation of the telecommunications industry. We're privately held. We're a debt-free company, doing over $500 million and nearing in on $1 billion in ACN revenue and growing. We currently have millions of customers, and we are the world's largest direct seller of telecommunications and home utility services, which I will be delving into in just a few moments. We only have 1% market penetration worldwide as we speak right now. So from a timing standpoint, we are very early, and critical mass is nowhere near, but it'll be coming probably in the next 5 to 7 years. Now, we've currently are operating in 23 countries in all 50 states in the U.S. You see many of the countries right here that we're operating in, with plans to open in many, many other countries as well. We are located in North Carolina. This is our world headquarters. And we moved there about maybe 3 to 4 years ago. We have a beautiful facility, as you can see. We also have offices around the world, satellite offices that we have expanded around the world as well. Now, let's get into how ACN works. It's a fairly simple business model, and I like to keep things simple here. You can earn monthly revenue on bills that you pay and everyone you know pays. Now, what I like about this slide here is if you just take a minute and look at the providers that have partnered up with ACN, Nextel, Sprint, Verizon, Dish, DirecTV, ADT, Comcast, Cox, Time Warner, T-Mobile, and so on and so forth. You'll see up top right corner, towards the top right corner, gas and electricity, which is deregulating right now, which creates a $600 billion opening that has never been happened before in the history of our country. We have the ability to participate in that deregulation right now, and ACN has the largest footprint within the next couple months of any alternative energy company in the United States. That means that we can go out and compete right now currently in about 14 states, 14 markets for people's gas and or electricity bill, depending on where deregulation is at right now in the country. Imagine being able to go out and go to a restaurant food chain where you might have a relationship with the owner, or a retail shop, or a nightclub, or a casino, where we can go in and possibly offer a savings on someone's electricity or gas bill, and you can get an overriding percentage. The business owner can experience the savings, and you can get a commission month after month, year after year, for the life of the customer, signing up a customer one time and saving them money and bringing them value. And that's ultimately what we do in ACN. We're redirecting the billing in the largest industries in the world and putting ourselves in the middle of it. So as I move forward to the next screen, I think there's a few facts we can all agree to tonight. Everybody on this webcast this evening pays a cell phone bill, most likely an internet bill, a television bill, a gas and electricity bill, along with a few other services that ACN offers. So if you are going to pay those bills anyway on a recurring basis for the rest of your life, and you could experience a savings on some of these bills on the front end and get up to 10% back in your pocket every month on the back end, would you want to participate in that program? Well, I think the answer to that is yes for most people, and that is the ACN business model truly in a nutshell. Now, here is a website that ACN builds and develops and maintains for us. You get to customize it to your liking, the name, the URL that you want to pick, and all of the major companies that have partnered with us, you actually can send people to your website. They can get a video phone, which is another great product we have. They can order DirecTV. They can renew their cell phone contract, do their gas, do their electricity. All these services website, and they experience savings on the billing, and you get a percentage of their bill every month going forward. So it's virtual online store that you would get. Billing customer that you personally refer in, and the way that you get started in the business to get your online store, to get your, or become a business owner, there is a licensing, there's a startup fee of $499 business owner or IBO. Now you actually are buying your own business for $500. So if you're on this webcast tonight looking at our business for the first time, if you've never owned your own business, this is your chance. Think about it for a moment. How much would it normally cost to buy your own business and call yourself a business owner? How much do you think it would cost to buy a Subway franchise, to buy a McDonald's franchise, any one of those, fast food chains, or a Verizon outlet? You're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars just to get the storefront, just to get the property and the ability to market and sell what you want to sell. Here, for $500, you're getting your website designed, built for you, hosted every month free of charge, your customer portal, You're getting an online training system that has been rated #1 in our industry, all the marketing materials. You will get personal coaching from our team because there is a 20-year proven track record that we have in ACN, and all we do, the beautiful thing about our business is you don't have to reinvent the wheel. In fact, the more you follow the simple system that we'll lay out for you, the faster you will move up the mountain in our business. Over to the right, you see all of the third-party endorsements that we've been featured in, from Inc. to Fortune to All Success, Success from Home. Every major business publication has highlighted and well-documented our success over the last 20 years. In fact, if you go to any local big bookstore right now, the most recent copy of Success from Home magazine just hit newsstands and bookstores about a couple weeks ago, and the entire magazine, cover to cover, features ACN and the vision of our company. So if you decide to get started with us tonight, what I'm going to show you to do, what I'm going to show you how to do, is how to take advantage of an August promotion that is available. And there's 2 parts to the promotion. And again, it's very simple, but the promotion includes a $1,500 bonus that you can earn in your first 30 days by simply doing 2 things. And this is really the first focus if you decide to join us. First thing we want to do is when you get started and you join, you'll get your online store. We're going to help you acquire and identify a handful of services yourself. And then we're going to help you identify 2 business partners, 2 people that you know that are looking to make an extra income stream right now outside of what they're doing. And again, I'm sure this is a fact for all of us in this economy that we all know at least a couple or a few people or a handful of people that would love to be making an extra stream of income in a recession-proof business where everyone is going to continue paying these bills in a good or bad or terrible economy. So isn't it true that we're all going to keep paying our cell phone bills, home phone bills if you have one, television, internet, gas, electricity, all the things that we offer? So 2 people join your team. They get a few customers themselves or services. And if you do these 2 things in your first 30 days with our help, you're going to make and generate a $1,500 bonus. And you will be an executive team trainer. That's the first position where you can start earning bonuses on top of this August promotion. But how about if we help you make that $1,500 bonus in your first 30 days, and what was your original investment? $500. So you would be a business owner. You can write off your $499 investment because it's 1099 income. By the way, your position is sellable and willable, so you can will any income to your spouse, loved ones, kids, or a charity when that time comes when you pass. And I know that none of us are getting out of this alive. So how about being able to leave a legacy behind versus a liability, which is what 97% of Americans do at this juncture. Just take a look at corporate America right now and how that's working for all of us. Once you hit executive team trainer, you can actually earn bonuses as your team grows out. And so all you have to do is help. All we're going to do is help your first 2 partners start to build out their team. And in this case, if 6 new IBOs joined your organization in a calendar month, you would earn an additional $1,000 bonus besides the bonuses I just showed you in the previous screen. So the most you can make at this first position, even doing this part-time, or if you wanted to go, if you decided full-time, if you weren't working right now and you wanted to, some people like to go fast and furious in the business, most you can earn is $3,000 a month in bonuses at the executive team trainer position, which is actually what happened to me in my first 2 weeks in ACN 5 years ago while I was still working full-time at GE, 60 to 80 hours a week. So I was fitting this in around my very busy life, just like some of you are very busy. Now the second position is executive team leader. I would encourage those of you that want to get to the bigger money faster. You want to run, you don't want to walk, you want to run to the second position. All we need to do to get here is identify a 3rd person to join your team. And all we're simply going to do is help those 3 people that are personally sponsored by you hit the position of executive team trainer, just like you did. And once we help 3 people do that, you get to promote to the second pool of executive team leader. Now, if you make it to ETL in your first 60 days, you actually earn another $1,500 bonus as part of the August promotion that we have. So that would be $3,000 in bonuses that we can help you hit in your first 60 days by helping you get to executive team leader in your first 2 months, and you personally having a handful of customers And so if we do that in your first 60 days, you would make a $3,000 bonus from your initial investment. And I think everybody agrees that that would be great. And of course, that's going to take some time and effort to do this part-time. But if you're willing to meet us in the middle, I can tell you right now, you will never join a team and feel and get the support that you will get from those of us that are on this in this organization. And at the position of executive team leader, you can you put yourself in the bonus pool where you can earn up to $7,000 a month in bonuses. But even if you were doing this part-time in the beginning and you were earning somewhere in here at $1,500 or $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 a month as an executive team leader part-time around your current career, would that be great part-time money for you? When I looked at this, I thought it would be great. Anything doing this part-time would be great, and we were actually able to maximize this $7,000 bonus in our second 4 weeks of doing this part-time. The next position is team coordinator. This is affectionately known as the decision position in our company, because at this position you can actually earn tremendous money. This is actually life-changing income potential for many people that hit this position. We have lots and lots of team coordinators in our organization. All we have to do to help you get there is help 3 of your teams, as we're building, achieve about 200 customer points in each of your 3 lines. And all that simply means is every service we offer, from our cell phones to direct TV to internet to everything we offer, video phones, they each have a point value. So the way that it's structured right now, you need just about 50 to 75 individual services, billing customers, in 3 separate teams to achieve team coordinator. And people are doing that in 60 days, 50 days, 90 days. And once you hit this position, it changes substantially, where the potential is you can make up to $25,000 a month. And I just want to pause for a minute here. Obviously, these numbers in the middle here at team coordinator, if you were doing this part-time, and there are many people that stay part-time at team coordinator because they love their current careers. There's folks out there that love what they still do, and they do this part-time on the side because they can build residual income on top of these bonuses, which I'm going to get to in a moment. But let me just tell you, folks, in my 4th month in the business, I actually made more than this bonus you're looking at the bottom of the team coordinator bonus compensation plan. And first time ever doing a business like this, I can tell you that I was amazed at the potential when I learned this system and just kind of plugged in and followed the mentorship that was around me. So pretty much the sky's the limit. I just want to pause for a minute and ask you all a question. Are you in a position right now, wherever you're working, that if you decided you want to work harder and put in the extra effort and do double time or whatever the case may be, do you even have the potential to earn 8, 10, 12, 15, 20,000 a month in bonuses where you're at? And so most people would answer no to that question. Here, you can earn up to $25,000 a month in this 3rd position. Now, and anywhere in between, of course. You're not guaranteed that, but anywhere in between. Now, let me just show you. I went over all the first positions. I just want to touch on regional director, regional vice president, senior vice president. The position my wife and I hold right now, which is regional vice president. We're very privileged to hold this spot. You actually do earn a 1.5% residual on the billing of every billing customer that comes in under your 7th generation. You get a 1.5% percentage of every billing customer beneath your 7th generation. You can also earn up to $50,000 a month in bonuses, which doesn't hurt either. Senior vice president, top position in the company, you can earn up to 3.5% of every 3.5% of every billing customer beneath your 7th generation. What I love about that at these levels right here is you are truly inspired when you hit these positions to help everyone in your organization. Because if you know you're going to get a 1.5 at RVP or 3.5% override of every billing customer to infinity down to unlimited depths, you are inspired and motivated to help everyone. It really motivates you to be unselfish in this business. So that's the bonuses and the residuals. I'm going to give you another viewpoint here of how this builds out residually, where you can get paid recurring revenue on the billing. If you simply built out a team, and that was you in this circle, and you just introduced 2 people to the business, and those 2 introduced 2, and you did that 7 generations down, you would simply have 254 partners on your team, each gathering just a handful of customers, lifetime in the business, and you're going to get between 1/4 and up to 8% of every billing customer that comes in through your organization. And if we assume in that last slide that each independent business owner just referred 10 billing customers with an average bill of $40 a month, and I'm sure you can all agree that we can agree that that is a conservative average, a conservative number, $40 a month through their online store, you just generated and created for yourself a monthly residual income of $5,800 that's hitting your mailbox every 30 days on the 15th of the month, whether you work or not. And I'm going to slow down for a minute here, folks, because this is something that 97% of America never gets to experience. And that is residual income, that is recurring revenue on work that you did in the past that you still get paid on today, next month, next year, and years to come. How about building an asset for your future? Think of it this way. You're already, all these services that we market, you're already paying them. They're an expense in your life. Wouldn't you like to turn an expense into an asset if you could? Doesn't that just make perfect sense? And even if you got this 50% right, you just generated yourself $2,900 extra per month coming in, getting this equation 50% right. What would you be doing with an extra $3 grand a month right now that was just coming in because you built it over a few-year period? Now, it's not going to happen overnight, but if you did this for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and you did it part-time, and you had an extra 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,000 a month hitting your mailbox every 30 days because you built it, and now it's an asset, and all these bills are being paid continuously in your organization, would that be a good thing for you? Would that impact for your life in a positive way, even if it was an extra $500 or even $1,000 a month that you could count on coming into your household? Do you know how many houses across America would be impacted by an extra $1,000 a month? Do you know how many foreclosures we would have saved in the last 5 years if we could just have helped people make an extra $700 a month? How about 50% of the foreclosures that have taken place in America? How crazy is that? So that's residual income, and that's why my wife and I joined ACN 5 years ago, because we always traded our time for money, just like most of you on this webcast, and now we actually don't do that. We actually have created a wealth principle in our household, which is distribution and leverage and getting paid on the efforts of many and helping many people, where it's a win-win situation for both sides of the equation. Now, how does the business work? First of all, there's a system. We have training, and if you like the idea of getting paid on these bills that you're going to pay on anyway for the rest of your life, we will teach you. Now, you want to go to a training. We have Saturday training events in your local market. You want to ask the person that invited you on tonight where the next Saturday training is day after tomorrow. If you can, reschedule your Saturday and go this Saturday. Most trainings on Saturdays are 10 a.m. to 12:15 in the afternoon, about a little over 2 hours, worst case about 12:30. Get yourself to a Saturday training, because we teach you at that Saturday training how to acquire a handful of customers quickly, how to build your team and get your first 2 to 3 business partners going. We're going to help you do those two things. More importantly, we're going to teach you and how to do it so that you'll ultimately know how to do it for yourself for the rest of your life in this business. We will give you all the support and training that you need. We've got local events, international events, and regional training events. There is a big event coming up. There's 2 events I want to mention. September 8th at the LA Convention Center. For anybody that's in the California market, we are going to have a regional event on Saturday, September 8th, probably from 10 to 4, I believe. You want to get registered for that at theempireteam.com. But if you want to go to if you want to go to our big event, which is our international training event, and you're excited about this business, I would strongly encourage you to join us September 28th, 9th, and 30th in Charlotte, North Carolina for our international training event, where the co-founders will be there personally training along with the 7 top money earners in all of North America. So who better to get trained by than multimillionaires that have been through the system that are going to share with you exactly how to build your business from A to Z. That's who I want to learn from, and that's who I have learned from. So that is the international event at the end of September. Now, if you like what you saw tonight, you're going to be a category 1, 2, or a 3. If you're a number 3, that means you actually didn't you would decide not to do this business. Timing may not be right, or you also may not be looking to create more time or freedom or money in your life right now. If you're a number 3, please let the person know that invited you on this broadcast tonight that you're a number 3, and please understand and take this as a compliment that they got you in front of this information tonight, because we have a very blessed company that you're seeing right now, and we are going into some pretty amazing timing over the next few years. So please take it as a compliment, and if you're a number 3, please support the person by simply being their customer on 1 or 2 of our services where they can save you a few dollars. It will support them in the business, and they can save you a little bit of money. It would be great if you could do that for them in the next 24 hours. If you're a number 2, that means you're interested, you like it, but you want to learn more. Go to the Saturday training. Go to a local meeting as soon as you can. Don't wait, though. Go while the information's fresh in your mind so you can make an educated and excellent decision for yourself if this is an opportunity you want to participate in, or if you want to let it go. So if you're a number 2, let's get you to a training. Let's get your questions answered. Maybe even set up a 3-way call with myself, and I'll be happy to get on the phone and answer some of your questions for you. Lastly, if you're a number 1, that means you like what you saw tonight. If it hits you the right way in your gut, I'm going to tell you right now, jump on board. Don't hesitate. Get started tonight. Get online with whoever invited you. Get your independent business owner ID number. Get your website set up tonight so you can start and learn how to get people to go to your website or start ordering services where you can start getting, they can save money and you can start getting paid a percentage of their bills immediately, pretty much right out of the gate. If you are number 1, I want to welcome you. I want to be the first to welcome you to our team. Very excited to have you on board. Our team is growing at a very rapid clip all over the country and around the world right now. I can tell you folks that I personally cannot wait for the second half here of 2012 and the expansion 2013 with international markets that we're going to be moving into, with new services that we're going to bring into light, and new energy markets that we're going to be expanding into over the next year. Get yourself positioned for what's about to happen in ACN. I have never met 4 gentlemen like we have running our company with bigger vision than these gentlemen right now and where we're going. Thank you all for your time tonight. I'll look forward to seeing you next week on our broadcast. I'm going to send an email out to everyone because I will be out of town next week, but I will be broadcasting live from wherever I am. There might just be different time slots that I'll have to do them at. So thank you all for your time. Have a great rest of your week and weekend, and I'll be signing off now. Take care. God bless.